Hey guys, today I am going to be killing around 60 chickens. I lost count, so I'm not entirely sure the exact number. But I'm also going to be talking about the problem with many of VR games now, including UG, and why I might stop making videos on and about UG. Anyway, enjoy the video. Bye! Also guys, quick disclaimer, I know my voice is really annoying. So if you want, you can mute the audio and just read the captions below. Should be here. And also, I'll add top corner somewhere. Maybe I'll put Subway Surfers clips. So if you zone out, then just watch that. Okay, enjoy the video. I know this is the second time I've said it, but enjoy the video. Bye everyone. See you soon. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So, as we all know, there are many videos about this, on how many games on VR and in other games, on like console and PlayStation, are loaded with microtransactions. I'm looking solely at VR games today, but
fine.
Yeah, and currently I used to be like the biggest fan of UG, like ever. But ever since they start and then when I stopped spending money on the game because I ran out of money, then everything started to fall down from me. I've started getting barely any new dinos because people trade too much for them, and also the game, it just costs too much to spend. They've released 2 new fusions since I've left, and I haven't got the stuff for either of them. One of them, which was really bad, was they had one where you needed to use the hammer hunk with the Unkylosaurus, and I had the Unkylosaurus because that was in shop, but the hammer hug, sorry, I forgot its name for a bit. Yeah, the hammer hug wasn't in shop for ages, and I don't even think it ever was. And then they released the Eaglodon, and they released like the Eaglodon, they released the 2 dinos, and then another fusion, and then it's just getting way too much for me. And then games, okay, let's cut to the point right here. Games don't need microtransactions to make them good. If you can get all the stuff normally on a normal playthrough, then that's great. That is what you should aim for. Make it difficult, but make it still possible. So make it so that way, if you play for the whole week, you get about 3,000 nugs, total, in my opinion. And then you can spend whatever that is without the need to be on 24/7. Grinding out nugs over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, I mean, I used to hate on Shark Go a lot as well, but Shark Go has kind of a similar problem that UG does, where they lock custom colours or characters and stuff behind a 30 USD paywall, or £24 if you're British like me. And it's just way too much to keep going. And it's and then because people keep buying them, like me, they were entirely oblivious to it being pay to win. I used to never think that UG was pay to win, but now that I'm looking at it without spending money on it for a while actually, it is totally pay to win. I kind of regret buying everything from, if I just played the game without spending money, I would have known how pay to win it is. And then it's just bad. You know what, after this I might do if you guys watch to the end, put your meta name in the comments, and then few days, maybe a week or so, I'll select a person and give them some of my stuff, because I don't really want to come back here. It's yeah. And same thing with like another one is Gorilla Tag. Gorilla Tag I used to adore as well. But then they started pumping out more and more cosmetics with more and more revamps. And then now they're doing live events. And also they've created this crappy, scummy VIP service where you need to pay however much a week or month. I think it's month. To get like custom cosmetics, custom things, custom like early playthroughs of like features, custom maps, all sorts, and it's just not fair on everyone. People, we are genuinely in a living crisis. So the fact that games think that they can just hike up the prices so much while people can barely afford to like do anything, it really sucks. Like, it's scummy. Like, same thing, yeah, like games are hiking up prices and hiking up everything. So going back to Gorilla Tag, for example, the cosmetics used to be really cheap, so that way you could like buy, if you saved up for like a week or a month, you could get maybe like a few cosmetics. But now if you play now for like a week, you can barely even afford sunglasses in it. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. And yeah, it's just really scummy and like the thing is, we pay for the headset and we pay for some games. So then we shouldn't really have to spend money in the games to get things in it. I know lots of the games that are free to play have the microtransactions, and that is fair enough. Like, you got to keep your game afloat, kind of like a Gorilla Tag and like I forgot its name. Shark Go. How could I forget Shark Go? Yeah, and yeah, it's a bit bad. Like for example, lots of games, like for example Bone Lab and Blade and Sorcery and stuff like that, those games do cost money, but they don't have pay to win features in it. Like, and this isn't going just for VR, it's on like console, PC, stuff like Smash Bros even. Some characters are locked behind a DLC paywall where you've got to spend money to get the characters, which I don't like. Like, for example, games that add more features that aren't needed to, for example, there's a game called Dimension Double Shift. It's a multiplayer game that's free and you can play with your friends, but you can get new worlds and stuff. Okay, so you can play and then you can buy different worlds, but the thing is with Dimensional Double Shift is that if one person buys it, then everyone else in the server gets it. So it's like, not to mention the DLCs are only about like £5-ish, so it's really cheap, and that's like a good version of a quote unquote pay to win thing. And in lots of games the cosmetics do cost money, like I was talking about with Gorilla Tag. And with Gorilla Tag, it's just like, if you don't have enough shiny rocks to get like cool cosmetics, people do make fun of you, and you've not really got much of an option unless playing the game for a really long time every day, and then you get like 100 a day, and then I think the cheapest things are around like 2,000. So that is just, yeah, you've got to spend 20 days, I believe, nearly a month, for the cheapest, like a top hat or just sunglasses or stuff like that. And not to mention the so yeah, everything I feel like on VR, it's getting really lazy. So if you or anyone else know someone who's making a VR game, I would really recommend not adding pay-to-win features in practically instantly. Or if you do want to add something paid, make it so that way it's like, if you're doing a horror game, for example, you can add a mod menu, for example, just for funsies. Not so that way you can just cheat and play through and then make it so that way at the end of the level, it's just like, congrats, you win. But it doesn't give you anything, it's just for fun. Because then if you, like, don't add an actual reward, really, if you want people to cheat. Because there's quite a lot of games where lots of the people buy the stuff in the game without realising how, like, shaky the whole thing is. Like, this is one, I know this is getting a bit off topic here, but I'd like to talk about this one game. I'm obsessed with the Cookie Run franchise, and they did actually make a Cookie Run VR game. And I downloaded it because it cost like a bit of money. But I downloaded it, and it did get discontinued and is taken off the Meta Store now, but it was really good. Jeez. Yeah, we are currently living in a VR dryout right now. So, yeah. I might stop here if that's okay with everyone. Yeah. Okay, everyone, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and just remember, if you start playing a game for a good while before spending any money on it, because you never know, it might be another incident like Gorilla Tag or Shotgo or UG, where it's just spending a lot of money and regretting it soon after. So as I said in the video, comment down your MetaQuest usernames and I'll pick one person out and gift them. Oh no, not one person. I'll get a few people, give you all some stuff, and yeah. Have a good day, everyone.